Transform Mission Overturn. Their take on Stunticon member Deadend. Now, this is the last one in order of release. Transform Mission did it. Breakdown, Wild Rider, Drag Strip. Then they did Motormaster, and then Deadend, this guy. And I know I said I wanted to do them in order of release to sort of replicate how it would feel to experience them in order of release. However, it going from like Limbot to core, body, and then back to Limbot in that order. My OCD I just can't, I just don't like it. So I'm going to do it this way. I do think, while I've not looked at it, doing it in that order, so giving people a chance to at least, combined, even though you're missing a limb, but to be able to combine him, because I think this guy makes an arm, so you can combine him, obviously without an arm, but you still get an idea of what it looks like, and then if there's any, like, I don't know, problems, before this guy gets released, they can hopefully deal with that release, so it can come with this bot, rather than it get to the final core body. So you've done all your 4 limbs, then you get to the core, release that, and then there's problems everywhere, and then people have got to fuck around trying to, they've got to buy an accessory, or they've got to, you know, reach their retailer or whatever to get any repair bits. So I think doing it this way is probably quite clever, really. Also, maybe like a little bit of a flex to be like, look, we're ready to go. Because I know some of the recent Fans Toy stuff, they've really held off on releasing the main core bot. I think a lot of people have had dubious thoughts about why they've taken so long, because they're just not where they want to be. But there you go. Beautiful packaging, as always. Here are the instructions. There we go. Let's not look at it first. And ooh. This is a smart fellow, isn't it? Now, I'm not crazy about this colour. This like maroon red. If I'm honest, this is probably my least favourite of the vehicle modes. However, the actual mould, the vehicle itself, oh, that's nice detail. Calipers coloured. And there's also some sort of joint in there, right in there, you can see that, that's like a gold colour. Oh, there it is, yeah, that joint there. That comes through very slightly there. So it looks like the suspension is coloured the same as the caliper, which is, I don't know if that's intentional, but that's a cool little detail. Either way, accident or intention, it's cool. There's a few cracks or scratches or something on this window. Yeah. Tyres are like a rubbery. There's the guy. There's the chap. But in terms of mould, the vehicle still looks fucking wicked. Like, again, I'm not a massive fan of the colour, but the actual mould itself is very small. I'm not sure what this vehicle mode was initially supposed to be. I think I'm getting like Porsche. There's like Porsche at the front to me. The back, this looks very like Bugatti to me. Audi, Bugatti there. Not the same, but you know. Maybe a little bit of McLaren as well on the top here. But still overall very nice car. I don't know what this is supposed to be. This is the IDW take on this guy, the Wild Rider. So I don't know what the G1 cartoon alt form was. Obviously, this is a more of a modern looking car anyway, so I don't know if the modern IDW car was based off of a real car. I'm not sure. Is the honest answer. But there we go. These are made of rubber. Oh, that one's a little bit... Be careful with that one, I think. That one feels a bit more secure. Oh, it rolls like a champ. Good God. Look at that. Oh, magic. This rolls extremely. This is, I think, the best roller. I believe so. Yeah. It's a shame my brumming days are behind me. Look at that. Oh, it's going to waste. See a little bit of the... Well, a little bit. A lot of the future robot in there. But I'd say it's overall pretty well hidden in that tint. Yeah. I am quite looking forward to getting these all together in alt mode. Just to see how they'd look. I don't think... I mean, I'm still tempted to, but... Yeah. But hey, you know, there's nothing stopping me from 1 year having them all in vehicle mode and 1 year having them in robot or combined mode. So there's literally nothing stop. They are called Transformers for a reason. So they aren't stuck to one mould. Right. Let's crack open these. We won't be dealing with any of the combined form bollocks. This will just be from vehicle to robot. There's the end result. Hopefully it looks something similar. I think at least the Limbots, I think they're only, when they're in vehicle mode, they're only a few steps away from being in combined form. Oh. You know what? I didn't realise that those guns combined. It makes perfect sense, but it just... I didn't... Yeah. That just didn't compute to me. I didn't make that connection. Yeah. Fair play. Is this instructions? Oh yeah, because this will be the last one released, won't it? So there's probably a few like bits to finish him off, I'd imagine. Right, anyway, let's get into the bit we're actually going to be doing. So this will be an arm in the future, but now we just go into robot. Poppy's gun out of its... Jesus Christ. Well, that was nice and tight. Let's have a quick look at that while we're here. Handle flips down. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Let's put that over there. All right. Start with the back end, it seems like. Split this at the back. Double joint that out on those two hinges. And then underneath raise this. Yeah, raise this up. Raise that up. And that. Oh, that should. Okay, it does joint now as well. Fold these over. Fold that over, should that? Yeah, they tab in there or rest against there, I suppose. And then this front end in the windscreen comes up, do you think? Yes, we think it does. Oh, do we think it does? Does it come with the windscreen? Yeah, so it separates here. So this is very tight, very compact together. This is. It's better to start. Oh no, maybe not. Maybe. See, that comes out of there, but is that it? There we go. There we go. And this fella comes up and does this folds in, I think. Although it seems like it's getting in its way. Yeah, they fold in there. They're out the way, and the front bends in, and I bet these double joint. Let's just double check. Well, I don't fucking know what. I'm gonna have some confidence. I've decided this is what's happening. Make double joint there, as is the way with. Yep. I have to toot my own horn, but I was correct on that one. And these bits. So where does this go? That just lives up there, does it? Okay. So I think these bits slide up on that bar there. Don't know how well that's coming off. See that black bar there? I think these slide up. Oh yeah, they do, yeah. You know what, I've got a bad feeling about getting this back into vehicle. Fuck me. Compress them. Okay, and then these legs come out, I think, and then come down, and then what? Okay, all right, so when you bring this leg out, if you push this in as it comes down, it will bring this back out, and then boom, there you go, I think. And then, oh no, or should you do that first? Maybe you should do that first. Maybe do that first, and then do that, and then yes. Or should I not do? He's not doing his toe yet. Okay, so do his toe first. Fold the toe out, the heel out, then bring the toe out, and then what? And then that just stays there. And then fold that, and then bring that down, and then boom. Where's this? No, that is right. Yes, because that's the back of his hip. This is the back of his leg. You know, this does look quite cool. This is just the back of his leg. So that's what the front of his leg should look like. It's got fucking flares on, doesn't it? Right, let's see if we can do that a bit smoother on this side. So that comes up there. So let's fold, let's bring the toe out. The foot, heel, flip that, toe. Right, and then should we fold that in now? Yeah, there you go. I think. Yeah, and then does that, and then that folds, that turns. No, this way. There we go. Right, that's his legs done. Let's get these to match. Does that want to come down? Yeah. I think that these legs just don't. I feel that these legs clipping as well as the other ones. Seems to be it though. There we go. What else we got? What's on the top end? Oh, you've got to spin around here. Have I done that already? No. Spin that chap around. Boom. There we go. Excuse me. Let's tell him, do I open this? I don't know. Oh, okay. So, okay. Based on the instructions, that should be like that. I think. Yes. Look at that. That picture there. That should be like that for vehicle mode, I suppose, just to make it less obvious. Should he go over a jump or something, you know? Or like that, what was it? Yeah, the Transporter film, where he's fucking, the car's driving, there's a bomb attached underneath. I should have done this in vehicle mode, really, but I've only just thought of it. So it goes up some sort of, I don't know, ramp or whatever it is. I think in Transporter 3 it goes up this ramp at an angle, so one wheel goes up, so he spins the car in the air, and this like hanging crane, he times it or lines it all perfectly, so the crane hook latches onto the bomb, knocks the bomb off, and then the bomb explodes and the car like lands in one piece. So unless you plan on doing some sort of thing like that, leaving this like that, so his face is exposed and he's less hidden, less disguised, I think you're going to be all right. Right. So yeah, bring that down. Already did. I was getting very confused for a second there, and then arms come out. Arms do come out. Yeah. Just come out like that. Yeah, is that it? Is that it? There's something back here. Does this? I assume these must fold in. And then that folds. Oh, that comes up there, then that goes in there, and then that just sits in there? Is that what we're saying? Yeah, they just sit in there. I'm guessing that backpack is going to lock all that in place. I hope. Lock in place might be a bit of a grandiose term for just sits there. But it doesn't seem to be fine. Right, now what do we do? Flip the wheels or something? So what happens with the wheel? Hey, does it come down? No. I mean, something should happen to the wheel. But what that is, I'm really not sure. Yeah, I'm not getting what happens with this wheel. But something on that joint, so it is something to do with this. Does that unplug? You know what? This is absolutely stumping me, this is. Should we do the rest of his arms? It's going to be the same as the... You just pull out. Jesus, how'd you get this fucking arm out? So bring that round, bring that out. And then you've somehow got to pull his forearm out. But my God, that's a tight fit in there. Oh, I don't know. That's because that's okay. That unpegs, that comes out. That repegs, boom. There we go. I thought I was having a senior moment then. Kind of was, to be fair. Boom. Retabs, boom, sorted. Arms in, done. Oh fuck. Let's bring them forward. What are we doing now? Any damage? The old hip skirties. Right, there is something with his shoulders that should happen. I think. I'm really not sure what it is. I'm really not sure. Oh, there we go. It just completely turns. Okay. Right. So that just goes. Right. Okay. Perhaps I was overthinking that a bit. There you go. There he is in all his glory. I think this is probably my least favourite transformation so far. Oh, I don't like those. I don't like them wing mirrors just hanging like that. Oh. See it just flopping in the wind. Hanging on by a thread. God. Yes, not in love with that, truth be told. Right, let's put his gun in. Is it just the fold down? Does anything pull out, so to speak? Yeah, it's just a chunk of it. Let's go left. Let's keep him left-handed. We've got two righties, two lefties. That just slots into the slot in the Pam. Slots in a treat. Might I add? And I thought this was going to lock into place, but it doesn't really need to. It just kind of adds to a little bit of extra movement. I like the face sculpt. Mask and visor. This is probably my least favourite of the lot, but it doesn't feel fair to say that because it still looks very cool and I do still like it. Oh, what have I got? It's just Got a swivel at the waist there. Can go all the way around should you want it to. All the way around there. 90 at the arms, bicep swivel, wrist swivel, fingers all open, they're all a team, not getting them separated. Arm can go up there or on that joint there should you want it to, whichever configuration fancies your tickle. Make that up a sec. You get these flap bits, so you can get the leg up there. I'd say that's good. Comes back there, I'd say that's also good. Comes out there. What more do you want? Lovely ratchet knee. And foot tilts there, lifts up, comes back there. So good range of motion down there. The legs don't tab in as well as previous. They don't hold up to a bit of scrutiny as well as the other ones, which is a little bit of a shame. But it's not falling apart. It's only when it's messed with a bit. Like you can still. Okay, bad example. Okay, you're probably going to need to correct it every time you do it, actually. Yeah, you know, it's what it is, isn't it? That's the only little bit of QC. I think getting it back into robot, into vehicle mode, with how tight the car was with the screen, the roof, and the back of the car. That's gonna be a fucking mission. That is. That's going to be a mission. I'm a little bit paranoid about these wing mirrors, but they don't like immediately touch anything, so they should really be fine. Nice and dynamic. This is a solid addition to the set. It really is. Absolutely solid. Again, it's still the mould looks cool. Even though I'm not a massive fan of the colour, which is the colour of the guy, you know, you can't really be changing that around. Because no matter what they tell you, you change the colour of something, it changes its identity. You know? If this was in lime green, it might look cooler, but it wouldn't be who he's supposed to be. You know? Despite what Disney might want you to believe. But yeah, I'm happy with that. They're gonna look very good together. See, I did just want to have just a thing with the Limbots together. It's hard to say what if this was in like release order. Like this would have, I think this would have been, depending on how the Motormaster went. I'd say this was a solid one to finish on. I don't think it was the best by any means, but still a solid. And I think at this point as well, everyone will just be happy that it's solid, it's good, and just to get combined form or to get the team together or however they wanted to look at, you know, pose them or keep them, just to get that final look sorted. But yeah, very happy, very happy. Oh, I don't know if I'm gonna record them going from robot to vehicle. I might record it and then just see how much of a fight it is, because it's not good television, is it? Just watching someone struggle trying to transform something. But there you are. Here is transformation. Look at that colours as well. Like the detail. I'm doing this during the day. I don't normally do these videos during the day. But I've got a bit of natural light on this guy as well. He looks fucking wicked. I will admit the colour is growing on me. It is. I think a very cool display piece, if I do say so myself. Right, there he is. Thank you for watching. Hopefully, I'm looking to get the Motormaster done next few days, so we'll have the full team out. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.